As usual, Army, Navy and Air Recognition.com keep receiving tens of thousands of visitors from all over the world. Hence, it's sometimes hard to spot your preferences. Anyway, here are the news we have selected for these last days. For what concerns ArmyRecognition.com, here are your most popular recent news. Streit Group, armored vehicle manufacturer, expands its facility in the United Arab Emirates. The Patria Nemo self-propelled mortar is now able to fire on the move. Turkey will develop the Batu engine for its local-made Altay main battle tank, and the first combat use of the Chinese-made VT-4 tank has taken place in Nigeria. In 2020, Streit Group launched the third phase of expansion of the company with the construction of 6 new buildings in Ras Al Khaimah facility that will be ready toward the end of 2021. In total, the construction of 6 additional buildings increases the existing 86,000 square meters by 65,000 square meters, with a stress on the Marine Division and a brand new building dedicated to research and development. Commenting on Streit Group's expansion plans, its CEO German Gutorov said, "Our expansion aims to meet the ever-increasing demand for our products and services. We expect project completion within the last quarter of 2021. We are also establishing a training academy for our own staff and for our clients who desire to train and study with us. Marketing is not forgotten. A new showroom hosting all the products manufactured by Streit being also part of the new project. Patria has finalized the qualification of the fire-on-the-move capability on land-based systems in both direct and indirect fire missions. This new feature of the Patria Nemo allows troops to be in constant movement during the fire mission, and therefore they do not form a clear target for counter-battery fire. With a fire-on-the-move capability locating a target, aiming and opening the fire is remarkably faster and more efficient without stops in the fire mission. Patria Nemo 120mm mortar system, weighing 1.9 ton, has a full 360-degree traverse and weapon elevation from 3 to 85 degrees. Depending on the platform, vehicle equipped with Patria Nemo can stow 50 to 60 mortar rounds. The Turkish defense industry will develop the first prototype of the Batu engine that will be fitted on the Turkish-made main battle tank Altay. The project of Altay tank was launched by the Turkish company Otokar. The Batu is a power pack developed by the Turkish company BMC, including a diesel engine and an automatic transmission. BMC signed a contract with the Altay power pack with SSB, the Turkish Defence Association, on the 13th of June 2018. BMC launched the development of a new turbocharged engine with a power capacity of 1,600 horsepower in collaboration with the Italian manufacturer Fiat Iveco. On the 8th of January, the Nigerian Army launched a large-scale counter-terrorist operation against the militants of Boko Haram. Chinese-made Norinco VT-4 tanks, ST-1 wheel tanks and SH-5 105mm self-propelled artillery units are still taking part in the operation. This represents the first combat use of the VT-4 tank. The MBT 3000, also named VT-4 for the export version, is a new generation of main battle tank. According to Norinco, the VT-4 benefits from the latest technology for main battle tanks. Its overall performance and combat capability puts this tank among the most advanced ones in the world. For what concerns NavalRecognition.com, here are your most popular recent news. Raytheon will produce SM-2 anti-ship missiles for European and Asian countries. The Turkish Navy will receive amphibious assault ship Anadolu, the training ship Ufuk, and an Istanbul-class frigate. The US Navy will field a high-energy laser weapon system on its Arleigh Burke Flight IIA destroyer. The F-35B fighters conduct flight operations from USS America amphibious assault ship. Raytheon Missiles and Defence has been awarded an $8.5 million contract for the procurement of long-lead material in support of Standard Missile 2 production requirements to include all-up rounds, instrumental kits, engineering service and spares. This contract involves foreign military sales to Korea, Denmark, Netherlands, Spain, Taiwan and Japan. The Standard Missile 2, or SM-2, is a family of missiles developed to provide air defense as part of the Aegis combat system on U.S. Navy ships. The SM-2 has an extensive flight test history, with more than 2,700 successful live firings. Its durability has led navies in several countries to reconfigure their fleets to support SM-2 applications. This year, the Turkish naval forces will receive the new multipurpose amphibious assault ship TCG Anadolu, as well as the training ship Ufuk and the Istanbul-class frigate, the first frigate manufactured under the Milgem National Warship Program of Turkey. The TCG Anadolu is an amphibious assault ship, LHD, that can be configured as a light aircraft carrier. With the Anadolu, the Turkish Navy will have new naval aviation capabilities. The ship will be able to carry a wide range of helicopters and short takeoff or vertical landing fighter jets. The Ufuk was designed through the Milgem Project Island-class corvette platform to meet the needs of the Turkish Navy for the signal intelligence platform. Developed under the Milgem National Warship Program as the I-class frigate, the Istanbul-class is an enlarged version of the Ada-class anti-submarine corvette, with enhanced endurance and Mark 41 vertical launch system for multi-role capability. The U.S. Navy will field the first acquisition program to deploy the higher-energy laser with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance, or HELIOS, a laser weapon system with high-energy fiber lasers for permanent fielding. This follows the Lockheed Martin's and U.S. Navy's recent demonstration of full laser power in excess of the 60 kilowatt requirement. The scalable laser design architecture specially combines multiple kilowatt fiber lasers to attain high beam quality at various power levels. The HELIOS will be first integrated into an operational West Coast-based Arleigh Burke Flight IIA destroyer with the Aegis combat system, but HELIOS is also adaptable to other ships types and combat systems, such as aircraft carriers and big-deck amphibs with the ship's self-defense systems. F-35B Lightning II fighter aircraft assigned to the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit have conducted flight operations from the amphibious assault ship USS America, registered LHA-6. USS America, the lead ship of the American Amphibious Ready Group, along with the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit, is operating in the U.S. 7th Fleet area of responsibility in the Indo-Pacific region.
For what concerns air-recognition.com, here are your most popular recent news. BAE Systems will support the U.S. Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier II fleet to 2029. The Indian Air Force will receive 83 light combat aircraft Mk1A Tejas. The Philippine Army received a German BO-105 helicopter donated by Messerschmitt-Bolkow-Blohm. India will sign contract with Airbus Defence for the purchase of 56 C-295 military transport aircraft.
BAE Systems and Vertex Aerospace have signed a 9-year agreement to enhance availability of the U.S. Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier II fleet. The U.S. Department of the Navy awarded Vertex Aerospace the $123 million Contracted Maintenance Modification, Aircrew and Related Services Task Order in July 2020 to provide aircraft maintenance and contractor logistics support services for the U.S. Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier fleet. Vertex Aerospace selected BAE Systems as a subcontractor for the new logistics support contract, which would ensure increased efficiency of maintenance operations for the Harrier fleet using predictive maintenance techniques and smart stock optimization tools. Together, BAE Systems and Vertex Aerospace will support the crucial training and combat operations conducted from the U.S. Navy's aircraft carriers, amphibious assault ships, and forward operating bases.
In May 2018, the Indian Air Force commander said that the acquisition of 83 LCA for light combat aircraft Mk1A Tejas was a high priority for the Indian Air Force. The Indian government has now cleared the deal, which represents a big boost to the domestic aviation industry. The Indian Defence Minister said that the light combat aircraft will be the backbone of the Air Force in the coming years. The next step will be to order the engines, avionics and radar that are still dependent on foreign sources. The first fighter to roll out will have well over 50% indigenous content, which would increase to over 65% till the 83rd jet is manufactured. Efforts are on to come up with an indigenous fighter jet engine, a major foreign dependency component. The Philippine Army has received a BO-105 helicopter donated by Messerschmitt-Bolkow-Blohm, a German aerospace manufacturer. The helicopter was turned over to the Hiraya Army Aviation Regiment through the Metro Pacific Investments Corporation Foundation in a ceremony at the Armed Forces headquarters in Camp Aguinaldo on the 8th of January. The BO-105 is a light twin-engine multipurpose helicopter developed by Bolkow-Blohm. Its development started in 1964. Since the helicopter's first delivery in 1970, more than 300 customers around the world have purchased a total of some 1,400 aircraft, which have been operated in air rescue as a police and military helicopter, as well as for VIP passenger and cargo transportation. The largest customer was the German Armed Forces with more than 200 orders. Some of these aircraft remain in service until December 2016. The largest customer was the German Armed Forces with more than 200 orders. Some of these aircraft remain in service until December 2016. India will sign a contract with Airbus Defence for the purchase of 56 C-295 military transport aircraft to replace the aging fleet of Avro 748 planes in service with the Indian Air Force. Airbus Defence and Space and Tata Advanced Systems will jointly execute the project to equip the Air Force with the aircraft under the Make in India initiative in the aerospace sector. The first 16 C-295 aircraft will be manufactured by Airbus Defence, while the remaining 40 will be assembled in India. The approval of the contract by the Indian Ministry of Defence is in the final phase, and the official contract should be signed in the near future. The new C-295 military transport aircraft will replace the Avro 748 that entered in service with the Indian Air Force in the early 1960s.